gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the
can't
world.
handle the truth. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. I'm your host today, Mark Machaca. We got ourselves another match in our Summer Series Singles Tournament. Got a second round match. Got our number 3 seed, Payson Johnson, going up against our number 11 seed, Cameron Redshaw. Both coming off of wins. Obviously, Redshaw coming off of a win against Igor. Pretty solid match. And, it's funny. I literally asked both players, hey, why don't you tell me who you played last match? And I'm sitting here, I don't remember who Payson told me he played. It doesn't matter. Doesn't have to type it in. He beat him. So he's the one playing here today. But, funny how stuff comes to happen. Let's just start bringing people in. We got Redshaw in here. How you doing, Redshaw? Oh, Tony, apparently. Okay.
I'm doing pretty good. I need to apologize. In November of 2024, in a match that never existed, you guys asked me who I wanted to play in Melee, and I said Payson. And now I think I'm good. I think I'm good with playing Payson. So I love Payson very much. This is the third time I'll be playing him in the last couple of years. Maybe it'll be different this time. Probably not. But also, it's round 2 of a tournament. Payson doesn't like those. So.
Oh, back then at that time, that was a time. Let's go ahead and bring in Payson. Hey, Payson, what's
up? Doing great. Look, I wanted to come in tonight, continuing the bit. Everyone knows me and Redshaw, secret lovers, not so secret lovers. Whatever. I kind of just want to hype up this match for all the cool reasons of what can happen. Of just I was just thinking today, I was well, I'm super chill just because as a player, obviously I really, really want to win, but as a showrunner, there's so many cool things in both stories. Mark said Redshaw played a pretty good game in the last match. Redshaw played a perfect game against Equal. Welcome to the perfect game, Cameron Redshaw. That is amazing. And if he wins, he's one of the most likable people in this community. So who wouldn't want to see him advance in the tournament? At the same time, like Cameron said, I have a second round curse. I've never made it past the second round of a tournament. I really, really hope I can do that today. So I think if I did that, I think that would be really, really cool. And then also, I the big thing that I was looking at, if you look at the stats on the record, I am 30 points away from the all-time points record, historic points record. Redshaw is 36. So I'm going to assume that whoever wins tonight is probably going to break that record. I think that would be really, really cool. I would love it for either me or Redshaw to hold that. I personally hope it's me. So Redshaw, great luck tonight. Let's have fun.
All right. I gotta tell you, from old forgotten, storylines that we try to cook up in this league, you and Redshaw being lovers is one that I wish could have just been forgotten. We were good for that one.
Speaking of lovers, that was beautifully said, Payson. I didn't hear any of that, so I'm gonna leave and come back.
Oh boy, okay.
Amazing. Let's get started round number 1. It's gonna work like this. You're gonna get 8 questions from 8 general movie categories. You're gonna have 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. At the end of that time, I ask that you show and verbalize your answer, get a point for each correct answer, and if any one of you gets all 8 correct, you will receive a bonus question, also worth a point. You also get 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. Anything else before we get started?
Cameron, I wish I knew how to quit you.
One hell of a fishing trait.
And all right, well, your first question comes in the category of war. Who plays Navy pilot Topper Harley in Hot Shots? I mean, yeah, I guess that works. There's war in it. I will say, whenever I understand, the title of this movie ends with an exclamation point, but I don't think you need to add it in, while we also have the question mark. So the exclamation point, question mark, she looks fucking weird. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Redshaw.
I said Charlie Sheen.
Payson.
I've heard he's flipped the menu. Charlie Sheen.
It is Charlie Sheen. Both hitting that. Going over to your next question. Category of comic book movies. What is the name of the symbiote that Carlton Drake played by Riz Ahmed what is the name of the symbiote that Carlton Drake played by Riz Ahmed is bonded to in Venom? Did not have a good cadence with that one. I realized, we're going to some weird spots. It's going to sound all off, which, one can argue, hey, Mark, maybe practice reading the round one before a match. And, that sounds like a lot of extra work. I'm just never going to do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I also think we get a lot more entertainment value every time I fuck up reading something. Payson.
I wrote this down so fast it made me sad. Riot.
Okay. Redshaw.
Good album, Riot.
I actually know that one. Riot is correct. So staying perfect there. Going into your next question, the category of actors and actresses. Name one of the two people who have played the character Irwin M. Fletcher. Yeah, I get. You know what that is. Then you got to know who the hell this character is first. That that's what makes it fun because it's not obvious what movie we're talking about. Could be other thing. You just know that this character's got to be kind of popular since there's more than one person to play. All right, that's enough of that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Redshaw.
Is this Fletch? Chevy Chase?
Payson.
Very educated guess. Chevy Chase?
Chevy Chase is correct. We also would have accepted John Hamm, who played him in Confess Fletch, as we call it, Confess Fletch. Right. Next question comes the category of mystery thriller. What 90s thriller is about a criminal psychologist who agrees to help two detectives hunt for a serial killer that has been replacing that has been replicating the killings of other famous serial killers? Catching a killer that's replicating killings of famous serial killers. There you go. Mouth is dry. Went to a Chinese buffet, and we all know what that does to everybody's mouth. It's just basically destroyed for the next 2 days. Can't get enough water after that. All that MSG. 5, 4, 3.
I'll repeat.
All right, that is Redshaw's first repeat. Your question again. What 90s thriller is about a criminal psychologist who agrees to help two detectives hunt for a serial killer that has been replicating the killings of other famous serial killers? I mean, it's a double-edged sword because the MSG is what makes it taste so very good. Just separates, the regular chicken into the 27 different variations of chicken that, it now becomes. But, there's also I drink this giant thing of water just to, reset my palate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Payson.
Is that what the Bone Collector is about?
And Redshaw.
I said urban legend.
Both are incorrect. We are looking for copycat.
Oh.
Copycat.
Okay.
So that going into your next question, category of comedy. What type of food does the prospector make dance in 1925's The Gold Rush? Look at this whole thing. I'll watch these movies. I won't say I watch these, but I watch some of them at some point. Or of this particular person. I should watch at least 4 or 5 of them, at least the ones that people talk about, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down. I think the only Chaplin related movie I've seen is Chaplin with Robert Downey Jr., which is kind of weird. Was it Redshaw? I think, yeah.
Bread.
Payson.
It's one of the Chaplin movies I haven't seen. I put chicken.
Yeah, it's a couple pieces of bread. So Redshaw strikes first blood there. Going into your next question, category of biopics. Who directed Donnie Brasco? Now, this is kind of one of those movies that is, I can't say it's been sitting on the shelf, but it is one of the first. It's I was very against just buying digital movies for a while, and Donnie Brasco is one of the first movies I bought digitally. 5, 6 years ago. Still haven't watched it. It's literally just been sitting on the voodoo, just being unwatched. So one can ask, why I did in the first place. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Payson.
Probably gonna watch it soon for a co-Oscars. Mike Newell.
All right. Redshaw.
Mike Newell.
Yeah, Mike Newell did that movie. Yeah, so both are correct. Going into your next question, and penultimate question in category recent releases. What TV show did Linda audition for in Send Help? Or, I was going to say something, but I don't think I could say this until after this question. One can argue I can't say it because, what if, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I don't know. What if people still haven't seen it? Although it's a live TV event, I don't know who would wait to watch that. Redshaw.
Educated guess. Survivor.
Payson.
Mark, don't spoil Who Won Fire. Survivor.
Survivor is correct. Chef Brose already did it. I'd be at the very least second in that. Your last question, round number 1, comes in the category of 2000s. In The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, why does Jane initially board the Belafonte with Team Zissou? Zissou. However you say his name. I think only Wes Anderson knows how to say it, and he just kind of threw up this weird ass name to, this would be funny. This would be my 5th movie.
Oh, can never get this low. Dylan.
No, okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Payson, let's see what you got.
She's pregnant.
And Redshaw.
To See the Leopard Shark.
Both are incorrect. The correct answer we have here was to write a report. Or I guess to write something like that. So
doing the reporting.
So that brings us to an end of round number 1, where Redshaw is in the lead here, a score of 6-5. So that brings us to round number 2, which is our wheel round, in which both players get a chance to spin our wheel. They like what they land on the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can elect to spin again, but they got to keep what they land on the second time. They're going to get 5 questions, whatever category they land on, worth 2 points apiece, or they can check down a multiple choice for 1 point apiece. There is stealing, so please, everyone, watch out for that. The categories that they can, the categories on the wheel today are directed by Hayao Miyazaki and Montgomery Clift. Those are our strength categories on the wheel today, as well as actors and actresses, romantic comedies, Oscars, 1990s, musicals, and recent releases. Both players elected to keep spinners and opponent's choice off the wheel, so it is not here. Redshaw, you're ahead. Do you want to spin first or defer?
Go ahead.
It worked last time, and I'm superstitious, so I'll go first.
All right. Yeah. So, sliding note, spinners and opponent's choice was elected to stay on the wheel. So, Redshaw, going first. So this will be your first spin. And you land on romantic comedies. You want to keep that or spin again?
I'll spin again.
Spinning again here. You got to keep what you land on this time. And you land on musicals.
Okay.
That's what you got last time against me.
It is.
Goes the wheel. And I'll trot over down to the musicals part of this doc. Hopefully it's there, and it is. All right. So, Redshaw, here is your first question. Category musicals.
Right.
What classic musical features the characters Toymaker and Junkman?
I'll go multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are: is it A, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, B, The Music Man, C, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, or D, Bye Bye Birdie?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
That is correct for 1 point. All right, here is your next question. Who plays Marius in Les Miserables?
Oh.
5, 4.
No, I'll do a multiple
1.
choice.
All right, multiple choice options are: is it A, Jamie Bell, B, Eddie Redmayne, C, Taron Egerton, or D, Nick Jonas?
Fucking Christ.
Oh, I should have shot for it. I could not remember the character names, but Eddie Redmayne.
That is correct for a point.
All right.
He's up there. All right, here's our next question. Before courting Gigi, Gaston's latest mistress was an instructor for what physical activity in Gigi?
It's a very memorable movie, but I'm going to go multiple choice.
Very true. All right, multiple choice options are: is it A, swimming, B, horseback riding, C, ice skating, or D, yoga?
I'll say swimming.
That is incorrect. Going to Payson for the 1 point steal. Is it A, swimming, B, horseback riding, C, ice skating, or D, yoga?
I'll say horseback riding.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for what was it? It was C, ice skating. That's what it was. No, what am I doing? This tab should be ahead of the wheel. Like so. Okay. All right. Right. So your penultimate question. And musicals. Who directed 2009's 9?
Rob Marshall.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, and here is your last question. Category musicals. What is Dorothy's profession in The Wiz?
She's a teacher.
That is correct for another 2 points. So that Redshaw gets a score up to 12. Payson still at 5. So bring back up the wheel, and this will be Payson's first spin. And you land on the 1990s. You want to keep that or spin again?
I'll spin one more time.
All right. Get all 4 spins of the wheel today. And yeah, keep whatever this is. And you land on recent releases.
I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm sorry.
Sure, Dylan is backstage cussing his little Canadian heart out. Payson, first question. Category of recent releases. Who directed the 2025 thriller Drop?
Christopher Landon.
That is correct for 2 points. Okay, and your next question. In what recent release will you find an ice planet called Niflheim?
Huh.
Five, 4, 3,
Oh,
2.
you're
All right, that Payson, that is your first repeat. Question again. In what recent release will you find an ice planet called Niflheim?
I don't think that's eligible. So.
Five.
I'll go multiple.
Choice options are, is it A, Transformers 1, B, Mickey 17, C, Borderlands, or D, Deadpool and Wolverine?
Mickey 17.
That is correct for 1 point. Here's your next question. Zoe, played by Naomi Harris, has what job at NCSC headquarters in Black Bag?
I love this movie too. Multiple.
Multiple choice options are, is it A, secretary, B, hacker, C, spy, or D, psychiatrist? Five.
Repeat the options.
Options again. Is it A, secretary, B, hacker, C, spy, or D, psychiatrist?
Psychiatrist.
That is correct for 1 point. And here's your penultimate question category. What sport does Ben play in The Plague?
Water polo.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good movie.
Yes, it is. And here's your last question category of recent releases. Baby Girl is set in what U.S. city?
You know when you're about to say something and you get the hint that it's not that?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Chicago.
That is incorrect. Go over to Redshaw for the 2-point steal.
New York City.
That is correct for 2 points.
Christ. Okay. Yep.
So with that finishes up Payson's turn. Payson finishes out his turn of the wheel at 11. With that steal, Redshaw gets to score up to 14.
Shit.
So with that, go into round number 3, which is our Pick Your Poison round, in which both players have drafted from our list of general categories. They will now draft from those categories again to see what they'll answer here in round number 3. Get as many as 4 questions worth 1, 2, 3, 4 points apiece. Once a category is selected, it cannot be picked or answered by their opponent. The categories that can be chosen for tonight's match are classics, recent releases, romance, 2010s, animation, westerns, Oscars, and directors. Going to have our competitors pick their categories and hopefully come back to finish this one out. All right, we're back. Players have selected their categories. That's what's going to happen. We're going to go till we are out of questions or one player has been mathematically eliminated. We will start with the player that is behind, which today is Payson. Payson, what would you like for your 1 point question?
I'll do it in westerns.
Pointer, category westerns. All right. Here is your question. In what Western franchise will you find the characters Doc Scurlock, Chavez E. Chavez, Pat Garrett, and William Bonney?
Take a shot and say Young Guns.
That is correct. 1 point.
Took
He
a
scored
shot.
12. He scored 12. So behind, so what'd you like for your 2 point question?
Romance.
Got it. All right. Here is your 2 pointer. Category romance. Timothy Chalamet and Taylor Russell play a couple in what 2020's romance film?
Bones and All.
That is correct. 2 points. Payson ties up the game of 14. Going to Redshaw now for your 1 point question.
I'll do classics.
Got it. Here is your 1 pointer in the category of classics. What royal title does Audrey Hepburn's character possess in Roman Holiday?
Princess.
That is correct. 1 point, retaking the lead, 15. Back over to Payson. What would you like for your 3 point question?
Recent releases.
Yeah. Got it. 3 pointer and recent releases. Just quick reminder, Payson, you do have 2 more repeats.
Yep.
There's a question. In a Minecraft movie, Henry damages the potato chip factory when his experimental what is sabotaged? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Payson, that is your second repeat question again. In a Minecraft movie, Henry damages the potato chip factory when his experimental what is sabotaged?
Experimental. Lunchbox.
That is incorrect. We're looking for jetpack. Experimental jetpack.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So here's where we're at. Payson has 1 more question left, which is a 4 pointer, directors, which he has to hit. Send over to Redshaw. Redshaw will win the match. Payson, you have 1 more repeat. Here's your 4 pointer in the category of directors. Who directed The Holy Mountain, El Topo, and The Dance of Reality? Five.
I'll use my last one.
All right, Payson, that is your last repeat. Here's your question 1 last time. Who directed The Holy Mountain, El Topo, and The Dance of Reality?
It's gonna come down to fucking pronunciation. Okay. I'm not mad at the Rays. I'm mad at myself. Okay. Alejandro Jodorowsky.
That is correct for 4 points. That Payson gets a score up to 18. A score up to 18 points. Going to Redshaw to answer those questions. So, Redshaw, what would you like for your 2-point question?
We'll do 2010s.
2010s. Here is your 2-pointer. Category 2010s. Who stars as drunkard Woody Grant in Nebraska?
It's a terrible state, but it's Bruce Dern.
It is a terrible state. That is correct. For 2 points. Rich, I get to score up to 17. Now, you had either your last 2 questions, you will win the match. So, what would you like for your 3-point question?
We'll do animation.
All right. 3-pointer. Animation. Reminder, Redshaw, you do have 2 more repeats. Here's your 3-pointer. Animation. What is the name of the wise and mystical leader of the rats in The Secret of Nim?
Mm,
5. 4.
I'll just say Copernicus.
Not super far off. The correct answer is incorrect. The correct answer was Nicodemus. Nicodemus.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That does sound
Some philosopher.
Here's where we're at. Down to our final question, round number 3, which is Redshaw's 4-pointer and Oscars. If he hits it, he wins the match. Not, it will go to Payson. Again, Redshaw, you do have 2 more repeats remaining.
Okay.
There's your 4-pointer and Oscars. Charlie Chaplin's only Oscar win was for what category?
Best original score.
And your winner, Cameron Redshaw. The correct answer was, in fact, best original score or best original dramatic score. If you'd like to go more specific. So take everybody backstage. Wrap for a second. Very good match, a very tight match. Both players going at it pretty fiercely throughout. Just kind of round 1, very close, only separated by 1, and both players ultimately kind of working through their round 2 categories. Not like gigantic slam dunks, but no, not really letting up, and really until into Payson's turn, where unfortunately it lets up the 2-point steal with that baby girl question, and going back, I mean, both of these players still played pretty well in round number 3. Really, there's only 1 missed question there, and if it's for a Minecraft movie, I feel like we can live with that. You know, that movie sucks. Redshaw playing pretty well. Megan, another run, and just Payson, definitely one of our better players here, and just kind of unfortunately getting the short end here again. Just no, not kind of where he wants. Let's just go into post-match interviews, bring in Payson, kind of let him wrap for a second. Yeah, just I know there's a couple of those you definitely want back, but other than that, how do you feel you played today?
Not good. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is probably the most pissed off at myself I think I've ever been at a loss. Not because of who I played. First off, hats off to Redshaw. Incredible game. He earned this. He's one of the best players in this league. I'm so happy he gets to go in this tournament. I genuinely meant what I said in my pre-match interview where I think there are stories to whoever wins tonight. I think it's just the fact that the worst wins, the worst losses are the ones where it's like, wow, it was one mistake. And New York was the first answer that came to my head for that baby girl question. And then Chicago just sort of like malformed into me. I did what I did what I prided myself on that I've seen lesser players do of I try not to overthink questions. If the answer seems like it is New York, just go New York. And I didn't do it. If I say New York there, I'm ahead by one. I take regardless of what happens, I take directors for my 4, and that's the win. And I break the curse. And now I didn't do it, and it sucks. It really sucks. I'm so happy for Redshaw, but I can't believe everything I've done in this league. I can't fucking get past the second round of a tournament.
Yeah. Now his player has been there multiple times. Yeah, I understand it. Yeah, you feel listen, still very good record. Definitely one of our top players here. Definitely bringing it back at some point. Probably, honestly, at some point this season. You want to match. For those of you who don't know, you want to match in a tournament. Probably getting set up, later on in the season. Just kind of ways. I don't know. You played a lot of matches. I don't know if there's anybody that you're looking to see later on.
Plenty of people. Like I said at the end of the last tournament, I want to be in a picture. I always like title pictures. Just go da-da title match. It's just something I enjoy to do. Anyone that I haven't played before, I would love to play Nazario for the first time. I had the chance to do it. Would really like that match. I would love to play Matt. I would love to play Ryan. Brian's back. Yeah, I want to play some new blood, and I just need to. It's been a second since, like, I hope I'm not showing it too much. It's been a second since I feel like I've ever been this heated at myself for a loss, and I'm just trying to cool down. But I will be for that next match.
Bit of good news in this one. At least a couple players you mentioned very much in the running of players you would probably play going upcoming victory. So there is that. Say goodbye. We'll see you down the road, and bring your winner today. It's Cameron Redshaw. Redshaw. Honestly, it was a very well played match. Really, it really came down to who was going to make the fewer mistakes in this match, and here happened to be you. Ultimately, how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel good that I won. I feel bad about Payson. I feel bad about the New York Chicago thing. If it went the other way, then I would be the one that was kicking myself for not shooting for 2 on Eddie Redmayne, because I would have lost by 1 point. So it would have been one mistake that direction too. But I love Payson. I feel bad for bringing up the round 2 curse thing. I knew I had to try to do what I could, because I've said it before. I would never, if we did an Ironman style match, I would never beat Payson Johnson. Like, I got lucky in this round 1. I got lucky. Thank you, Charlie Chaplin, I guess, for this match. I love that guy. But yeah, Payson knows more about movies than I do, and I'm never going to say otherwise. So I just need to try to keep my head on straight and play strategically, and I somehow made it out. But I'd love to play Payson again, because I know he wants it now.
Well, you get the win, so it doesn't mean you're moving along in the tournament. Next round, possible opponents can be either our number 10 seed, Nazario Montenegro, or our number 2 seed, Jeremy Adams. Don't know this league enough to know of any of the rematches, but hey, I don't know. Who of those two sounds better?
I've never played Nazario, and that would be a lot of fun. I'd probably finally finish off my View Askew watch, which would be nice. I've got a lot of gaps there. But sorry, Nazario. It's probably going to be Jeremy. In which case, I'm also very much looking forward to that. I haven't played him since the title match. And yeah, I just want to give him a better match than I gave him in that title match, because I really fell apart during the championship rounds there. So hopefully in 3 rounds, I can keep it together a little bit better. But yeah, I look forward to whatever.
Hey, I've been doing this long enough where I should have remembered that you and Jeremy was, in fact, a title match. I think it's
You're good. Don't worry about it.
So that, see you then. Congratulations on the win, and see you down the road. And that will do it for us today here at Multiplex Movie Melee. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Thank you, everybody, who helps out, writing, editing, all that. Bunch of good stuff on Multiplex. A lot of people, playing, talking stuff, whatever. We did even though it's probably been going to be on the site for a while, did that gigantic mix-up event. That was a good thing. So it's like 27 hours long, but it's all gold. Please go watch it. Until then, be well.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.